Greetings, Vacho. So, in today's introductory lecture for SAT Mathematics, we would be exploring about syllabus, why do we need SAT Mathematics, and what are the score points of SAT Mathematics. Without further ado, let's explore our lecture for SAT Mathematics, that is lecture 0. Now, what is SAT? First, we need to understand about SAT. This is a standardized test that are widely recognized for college admissions. Many of the Ivy Leagues accept SAT colleges like Harvard, Oxford, Cambridge, Trinity colleges. And if you go for other colleges like in Japan, Tokyo University, Kyoto University, these also accept your SAT scores. Further, if you list out the countries, there are more than listed on the screen, that is US, Canada, Europe, Singapore, UAE. It is not about only undergraduate examination or undergraduate college experience. SAT can be helpful for your postgraduate admissions, internships, jobs, or any other work portfolios. Why do we need SAT and why does every college accepts it? Because it analyzes your quantitative reasoning, logical analysis, and problem solving in real world context. If you know it, before attempting for any uh, job, there is a exam. In that exam, there are basically two sections, that is reading and writing, one of your English and one is um, your native language, the other is reasoning part. Now, why do we measure reasoning? We need reasoning to understand how able is that student, how critically a student can think at a moment. Similarly, SAT has two sections, that is reading and writing and mathematics. Reading and writing has a very deep part about English, and in this lecture series, we would be knowing about mathematics. Without further ado, let's explore SAT and why does it matter. SAT matters because SAT score has 50% weightage of total, that is 1600. Math has 800 points. If you need to get admitted into core branches like STEM, CS, business, aerospace, aviation, mechanical, they heavily rely on SAT mathematics scores. These test your ability to think analytically, not memorizing the formulas. Strong math scores significantly boost your admission chances and scholarships also. Remember, scholarship is the most important part that we need to aim. SAT mathematics have generally two sections, that is no calculator sections and the other is calculator sections. In no calculator section, there is a part that is mental math, algebraic manipulations, simplifying expressions, solve the equations without relying on calculation power. These mathematical fundamentals does not need very large numbers. You could easily calculate it via paper pencil. It is especially needed that you need to be quick and you need to be pointed in bullet formulas. In the calculator section basically needs data interpretations like graphs, bar charts, or maybe tables, large numbers and complex models, probabilities, or maybe other heavily formula based section, statistical problems and graph based questions, histogram, probability chart, pie chart, and more. Let's overview about syllabus. That is, SAT basically has four domains, that algebra, advanced math, problem solving, geometry and trigonometry. Algebra has 30 to 35% weightage, advanced mathematics has 35 to 40%, problem solving has 50 to 20% weightage, and geometry and trigonometry has 10 to 15% weightage. We need to balance out a core concept in all four domains to get highest score as possible. SAT math or algebra domain considers linear equation, linear functions, inequalities, systems of linear equations. Now these all equation system follow one variable system, quadratic, slope intercept graph, or two variable system, x or y, a or b, z or y. So these vary about with the questions. All these syllabus are basically based on 10th, 11th and 12th grade mathematics. Further, if we explore about advanced mathematics, in advanced mathematics, we get to know about nonlinear functions, quadratic equations, polynomial division, system of nonlinear equations, function transformation. Now, these all domains would be covered in upcoming lectures in very much depth as we are brushing up only the topics that are needed for SAT mathematics. These problem solving syllabus is generally taken from reasoning part of an examination. In reasoning part of examination, we have ratios, percentage, tables, mean, median, mode, basic probability distributions. For instance, let's take an example of UPSC prelims. In that you have generally two sections, that is one is language section and another is reasoning part. And you need to focus on that reasoning very well because that is only the part that assesses your analytical and logical thinking. Further, in geometry and trigonometry, we would be exploring about angles, triangles, circles, coordinate geometry, and trigonometry. In our upcoming lectures, we would start from very basic, that's angles. We would know about parallel lines, what are the angle relationships, and further we would be moving on triangle inequalities, special triangles like isosceles, equilateral, and scalene triangles. Then we will head on to the circles topic and start with the very basic, what are circles, what are area, circumference, arc length, what are sector of a circle, and with these core concepts we would be solving majority of the questions. In related to triangles, there is a topic called trigonometry, where we prove or where we calculate the similarities of two triangles using angle properties or angle relationships. For example, sine angle, cosine angle, tangent, what is the length, what is the area, these could be found out by the general formulas that are used. What student needs to succeed, and here how we help here. Student needs regular practice. Consistency is more needed than intensity. We would be giving you more questionnaires, assignments, practice questions, mastery of fundamental concepts. First, we need to target the concept. If the concept is rock hard, you can tackle any question. Strong reading comprehension for word problems. Now, why do we need to have strong comprehension? Because there would be a word problem, and if you can understand that paragraph, that paraphrasing word of the paraphrasing, you could easily tackle that mathematics, that what the question is asking and what you need to get it out. A habit of analyzing mistakes. While practicing, you will tackle more of the mistakes, and you need to just find how you are making mistakes. Time management skills and calmness. Now, you need to be more and more focused with time management and calmness. Let me brief you with my own learning, that is, while I have also given a SAT exam, in mathematics part I was somehow running out of time in no calculator section because I was trying to put more of my uh, focus on no calculator rather than on calculator section, while I needed to balance both of the sections equally. Another part is confidence and calmness. And during the test, if you miss a decimal, your whole solution can be a chaotic. And you need to mention that small decimal very precisely because SAT basically focuses on decimals because a miss out decimal is a problem in a whole question. Let me introduce myself. My name is S. Sarif and I have 3 plus years of teaching in STEM concepts and advanced physics. I have also taught quantum mechanics and quantum computing, and I would be dealing STEM mathematics and SAT mathematics. I would be simplifying complex topics into a very easy explanation, and whatever doubt can be answered, I would try to answer passionately. I will give you short tricks, short exam tips, and very importantly, practice that we all need. So let's enjoy our upcoming session, and I hope you will be waiting for our new lectures. Special thanks to Eminence Career, and you will be going other core concepts like English for not only SAT but for PTE, TOEFL, IELTS, all uh, abroad solution at Eminence Career. Thank you very much. Have a good day.